Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to New World. We have a new event, and I'm rather late with Destiny popping up, and still busy with Feed Rising now, like heavily busy with Feed Rising. I didn't have the time, guys, but I have time now, so let's jump right in. So right now, we have the Fury of the Spriggan event live in New World. So it started the 24th. And it ends the 13th, but I think it's the 25th and the 14th, as we can see on the login screen from New World itself. So greetings, adventurers. The Earth has been restless since the Ennead Awoke. Empower your weapons, confront dryads, and save a tournament from the fury of the Spriggan. Courageous players can join a 20+ adventurers in the open world encounter from May 24th to June 13th for daily event-specific rewards. Dryad shamans have been spotted throughout Brightwood, Ebonscale Ridge, Eden Grove, Morningdale, Brimstone Sands. Construct flame braziers to strengthen your weapons before these deadly foes overrun and turn them. So apparently we're gonna need to activate something before we actually go into battle. Now we got some little lore behind it. We got rewards, so completion rewards is basically what we want to know. For each victory of the Spriggan Nets, players one of the following rewards: a 50% chance of rolling a level appropriate produced weapon or armor piece, guaranteed to be rare or above, a 30% chance of rolling an item from a global named list, and a 20% chance of rolling an item from the Spriggan Arena named list. Additional guaranteed spoils include a roll for various container resources, a roll of a level appropriate consumable, health, mana, potions, and one obsidian gypsum standard 3 times loot limited per day. Daily bonus rewards: the players can topple the Spriggan multiple times throughout the same day, but will only receive a maximum of 3 daily bonus rewards. These reset at 5 AM local. For example, if a player blah 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 defeat the Spriggan to earn a special cash up to 3 daily containing event-specific loot. One event-only Mossborn weapon, guaranteed to have weapon-appropriate attributes, so empty gem slot plus Angry Earth Bane perk. One event-only Mossborn armor piece, guaranteed to have armor weight appropriate and appropriate attributes. Armor weight appropriate attribute. So if I go in with light armor, it's gonna give me light armor. That would be incredible. Plus empty gem slot and Angry Earth ward perk, 250 umbral shards and 3 to 5 flame cores. Triumphant players will also get a roll with a 33% chance of rolling 1 to 12 selectable perk resources, 12% chance of rolling 1 to 6 exclusive named items, and a 5% chance of rolling a timeless shard. A roll with a 2% chance of Spriggan Flame Brazier housing item. This percentage chance increases slightly after each roll. So definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. So on the unlock page of the New World, we can actually see that it is the 25th that it started, and it is the 14th that it's gonna end. So daily armor pieces, daily weapons. Let's go take a look at what this fight entails and what the results of the loot is that's behind it, right? So as this is a regular boss event like we've seen multiple before already, if we check out the maps, they should spawn at the usual locations. So there normally is one that spawns over here. We have the possibility of one spawning here and here. We should be able to go to the left. We have a spawn here, I do believe. Yeah, somewhere around here. We have a spawn. Yeah, exactly. So Fury of the Spriggan, we can see one is here actually. The Earth rises up against us, subdue the dryads, and the weapons they seek to summon. Contains 3 daily rewards, reset at 2 PM for me. And 3 daily rewards is the daily gypsum and then a couple caches, I do believe. So let's see, it was Brimstone Sands as well, if I remember correctly. And that should be near the fast travel point, I think. Was it fast travel point or was... No, it was the outpost, so... There should be one over here. And then I'm not really sure where the other one is on. Like every place should have like two places, and then we of course have a location over here. Usually. And a possibility of over here. So these are the locations they might spawn. Now, this one just activated, so I'm gonna fast travel. See if I'm still in time to actually see the entire event. But probably as it's activated, I'll probably be a little bit too late. So Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm gonna do all 3 of the events, all 3 of the fights, depending on how long they take. Because we've seen boss battles that would last for 5 to 10 minutes. We've seen boss battles that would take a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So it all depends on how strong he is and how many players there are, right? Ooh, there we go. We can already see like the glowing lights in the distance. Now, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of players looking for the activity. It might be a little too early, or everybody's just going on their daily. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's actually here. Look at this place. It does look incredible. Yeah, it looks really, really nice. Holy crap. I think everybody right now is actually more interested in their daily farms and their daily elite chest runs than they are in farming the event. So if we're with too little, I'm gonna have to wait. I don't see another event active. If there's another event, it's possible that the main group that's gonna farm is busy there, and they might come towards Morningdale after they're done, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like. Oh, yeah, no, look at that. People are coming in. Okay, nice. So yeah, definitely want to set up recall points. Yeah, here comes the masses. Nice. So, Fury of the Spriggan, construct the flame braziers to empower your weapons. And what do we need to construct this? Regular wood. Okay, so we're gonna need to chop down a tree. From what I could tell, previously you're gonna need like flame cores, but I'm really glad that they changed this. Yeah, look at that. I think I kind of missed it where the other event was, because people are coming in droves. And then what can we do here? Flame brazier. Construct the flame braziers to empower your weapons. And defeat the dryads. Flame braziers remaining 2. So there's 3 flame braziers that we're gonna... Okay, we got one over there, and then the other one is over there. Okay, nice. Let's implement some wood. Oh, it needs iron wood. Oh, it needs tier 5 resources. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, so I'm gonna need to bring some ironwood if I actually go out on this farm. Now, it's not too hard to farm up some ironwood for this event, guys. So that's... Ironwood is the raw... Yeah, it's the raw resource. So can somebody construct it? Yeah, I don't think anyone... Hold on to this one. Let's put area chat on. Global. Yeah, let's put area chat. Want to sell ironwood. Yeah, I'm gonna bring some ironwoods later on myself. Don't want to be dependent on other people. So empower your weapons at the braziers and hold out against the dryads. So now we need to fight for 3 minutes against the dryads. And that probably means that this also gives people the opportunity, because people always tend to arrive late for these events, right? So that also gives them the opportunity to come in and empower their weapons. Now, empowering their weapons, what does it actually do? It gives us a buff. And the buff says the flame flows through you, increasing your damage against Brambleweaver Spriggan enemies by 1000%. How much damage are we doing? I can actually hit something. 16 on a crit. Holy crap, that is a lot of damage. And a regular hit. Okay, so 10,000 light attack, 16. And that's with the live staff, so you can only imagine how big the damage is on like damage weapons. That is pretty big. That is pretty big. Alright, so basically you wait here. Stranglers can arrive a little bit late, even if the event has started, so that's pretty good. Taking into account that not everybody can fast travel as fast as everybody, or is responding as fast as everybody. Nope, not gonna happen, dude. Pretty interesting. The location looks amazing. Yeah, and here everybody's like in the comments like, yeah, the event's starting in a minute and a half. The people still have time to come over. Well, the event actually started, right? But the main boss is not here yet. This is definitely really good, giving people time to actually be able to get here in time for the boss fight. So nobody is... Like, usually, sometimes you just arrive at the location. They did make a change, though, where if you... you only need to do a certain amount of damage. Like, not a lot. Like, I think it's like 1,500 damage or something that you need to do, minimum, to actually be able to be granted the rewards behind it. So, be granted the kill experience. Because without the killer experience earlier, when you didn't have like enough damage done with your party or with yourself, you basically didn't get the kill and you didn't get the rewards. So this is also a countermeasure against that, right? That everybody can actually get here on time and get some damage in. 17 seconds. Pretty nice. I love the textures around it. Like, it really feels like, okay, something popped up here, and it's a threat we're gonna need to take away. Especially, well, maybe because it's in the forest like this, that it maybe looks really good. So, if you have the Spriggans Shamans, so there were four NPCs in the middle here. Basically, those were the Shamans. Oh, and they were making a summoning ritual to actually attack the boss, to summon the boss. Okay, pretty cool. Seeing how fast he's dying, though, the longest duration of this event is basically the 2.5 minutes. Okay, so he stretches his arm and knocks everybody down. Big jump AoE there. And he's already down. Like, this is a pretty fast fight. So how long? I've been recording for 6.5 minutes. Let's say the fight in total will last 5 minutes, plus minus. That is not too bad. And what do we got from it? We've got major Spriggan spoils, minor Spriggan spoils, and an obsidian gypsum. Holy crap, long words. Alright, I'm gonna teleport back home, get some iron wood so I can actually do those braziers. Like I said, I don't want to be dependent on other people to activate this event. And I'm gonna see the next two fights. I'm gonna basically go into the next two fights. We saw the fight already. I'm gonna grab those two daily spoils that I can get from it. And then we're gonna take a look at what is contained in these chests, right? On top of the rewards, we're getting a pretty good chunk of, well, territory XP as well, 275. That's actually not too bad. Alright, event disappeared. This was my third one, so let's open some chests, see what's in there. The major Spriggan spoils. So, Vineborn light chest piece, okay. An epic sword. Got some umbral shards, 250, not bad. 3 flamethrowers and a drop of wolf essence. Transient recovery heal for 5 to 20% of the damage dealt by charged heavy attacks. Pretty interesting. And yeah, a light chest wearer, so accelerated flamethrower and angry earth ward. Actually not a bad piece. I wonder if we can upgrade this to 600 and if it would become a legendary piece. So let's open the next one. Umbral shards, flame cores again. So heavy headwear. We've got a sword and timeless earring shard. And last one, medium legwear, resupplying mortar charge, angry earth. So everything has angry earth. It would be really cool if the game could see what you were using while you were doing this. Because this one was focus, but the previous one was like intellect. I'm using a focus healing build. So if the game would recognize me as a healer, then I would be getting healer gear. Like, at least like focus gear. The perks can still be a little bit match. So umbral shards, again, 250. So 750 daily umbral shards. And 9 daily flame cores. Pretty good. Dexterity, angry earth with hated. Yeah, pretty useful. Useless frozen shield ward, receive less ice damage. Alright, so we're going to the lesser chests. Bleeding strike, so a named epic swords. Relentless freedom and keen. And not really that good. Obsidian sandpaper, infused mana potion. Nature's Truth, and again, a named item piece. Now, this one had Angry Earth on it and Enfeebling Poison Shot. It's actually not too bad. The previous one didn't have Angry Earth on it. And it did say, well, it did say that we could get random named items, but also named items specifically with Angry Earth Pain, right? So it's kind of a mixed match of what you might get. And the first blue piece that we're seeing. So overall, not too bad. 2 named items. And then a bunch of chest gears and armor pieces. Now, for armor, guys, I'm not really, like... We all know by now that there's gonna be an armor change in the game. Basically, we're gonna go beyond 625. And the pieces of armor that we're using right now are not gonna be able... Well, they're not pointless. You can have a good start for farming towards your next gear score. But they're gonna be obsolete. So farming now for gear that eventually later on is gonna be obsolete is in my eyes a little bit of like, I have less interest now to farm pieces of gear. There's one set though that I still kind of want to get, and that is Beastbane set. Why? Because we are getting, with the next major update, we're getting the Brimstone Sands Sandworm that we saw at the very start of Brimstone Sands release as a raid event. So raid groups are gonna come to New World. Really cool. I think it's 20 people in a group. So really nice. If you want to go for chest runs, you can basically make a raid group out of it and then go with 20 people. You can see everybody in your group on the map as well, so you know where people are at. Basically works the same as a party, but then with 20 people. Oh, excuse me. But then with 20 people. And the raid boss, or the 20-man sandworm boss, is a beast. So having a little bit of beast gear, guys, is definitely gonna be useful, because the developer said that this boss is gonna be like, at the start of the game, Invasions was the highest tier difficulty in PvE that you could get. And for a certain time, it was only specific groups that were able to clear an invasion. Like, it was really, really hard at the start of New World. Well, the developer said that this is gonna be like slightly even more difficult than that. So I'm really wondering, and yeah, if it is Beastbane and you can get less damage from that, then definitely Beastbane is something that I still want to farm out. Even if gear becomes obsolete, Beastbane is definitely, if it's for a raid group, definitely something that I kind of want to do. I'm not really sure why I set this up. But there we go, guys. The event, the weapons, and also one other thing. You might be saying like, okay, but the weapons and the armor we get are going to be obsolete. Well, in a certain way, yes and no. We are gonna get transmog in the game. Now, for instance, if you say, let's equip this one, and then let's change our skin to none, confirm. So if you say, I really love the look of this fist, later on, you can use items to make this fist into a skin. To be able to use it as a skin on top of your other armor that you actually use. So if you come across armor pieces, guys, that you really, really love, simply for the aesthetic, remember that transmog is gonna be in the game at one point. I think, I'm not really sure, is it the next update or an update after that? I'm not really sure about that, but transmog is coming. So if you find really nice looking pieces, don't trash them, put them in an inventory, and later on use them to actually be able to make skins out of them. I already know what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go for my pirate look like I did first when I started New World. I love that look. Now, the only thing that I'm wondering about is if I use them as skins, because this is something I don't really like. You cannot dye skins. Like, if, for instance, if I would, let's say, so equip this one. These are the dyes that I basically use on this piece of armor, and these were the dyes that I used on my pirate skin. But once I actually implement the skin, just change skin, let's for instance say to, well, I'm using Silver Wing layered half-plate now. The dyes do not go over. What the hell is happening to my character? The dyes don't come over, and I really would love it if the dyes, the green that I put in there, would actually... That was a little too late. The dyes that I put in there would actually... Can I pick him up before he dies? Go. actually transfer over to the skin itself. That would be really cool. But so far as I see it, it's not happening. So we're gonna have to do it with what we have. So yeah, take that into account if you want a piece of armor and you want to transmog it. Remember that you can't dye it. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm gonna wrap up this episode. Let's sit our ass down like we always do and end this episode up here. If you want to see more of my quest progression on my Let's Play here in New World or any other game I might play on my channel, guys, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.